this edition of Ebony Butterfly. She is Ebony Butterfly. I am her husband, the co-host today, Ty Allen.
What's happening? Okay, so what are we going to talk about today, Mr. Allen?
Today we're talking about open relationships.
Open relationships. So, like you and I were talking earlier, we were talking about open relationships and like, do they work? And do we live in a society to where it's frowned upon, so it doesn't really work in today's society? And we can actually talk about if it could work with you and I.
Hell no.
Hell no.
I mean, if it was me by myself, like if you be like, I could do it, but you wasn't gonna do nothing. I'm 50-50 with that. Still dealing with a whole bunch of other women. That's just another headache. That ain't even worth the effort.
The time commitment, the effort.
Man, you know how much I got going on with one life, one wife, one life, with my one wife, and the rest of the stuff that I gotta do to keep my my lifestyle going. Man, I ain't not enough. You said an open relationship. That's a whole nother animal. So yeah.
But okay, so do you feel like so for you and I, it's definitely no. But do you feel like in society, like it could, if two people could really get on board with it, could it possibly work?
Absolutely, because men and women, I think if the man is a lead dog, if he's a lead dog, if he is established enough, and it don't mean you gotta have a lot, but you gotta have more than one woman that agree with it, and he has to be able to sustain their needs. And that don't mean, because not all women want the same thing. Not every woman needs, you know, you could have a little apartment and that'd be a step up from wherever she's from. And so for both of them.
But when you say needs, you're saying financial needs, and that is very important.
Yeah, absolutely. Because financially, I mean, a woman is, I mean, even if a woman independent, there ain't that don't exist. But anyway, they
I feel like it exists.
If they can get what they need from one guy, and one guy is able to satisfy those needs of both of them, and you know they cool with it, then yeah, cool, why not?
And I think that, I don't know. Well, actually, I had an uncle when I was growing up that had I think it was like 4 women. But they didn't live together, but they lived in like a housing community to where every woman lived in their own apartment. And so I only like saw them at like family reunions.
He paid for it?
I feel like they were on public assistance.
Oh, well, see, that's what I'm saying.
No, I mean, because I don't really know, but I feel like if I think back about it, I feel like they're on public assistance.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. If you got 4 women that obviously have low self-esteem. and the most they want, and this is really, you know, women go through this. Most they want is just a man just to be around, be there. You know, they'll take what they can get, because you know, men, we ain't, you know, we you know, most of the time a relationship ain't right. It's mostly our fault, because women usually most of the time give. Most of the time are very, very giving and give too much, and they never say give too much, but give as much as they want to and they feel taken advantage of. So when it's a man that's giving them a little bit back, or just enough back, they'll take whatever it is, regardless of what he's going.
Yeah. And when you say women give what they want to, I'm not sure if I agree with that. I feel like women, sometimes a lot of women try too hard to please a man, to keep a man, because in our society, it's like if we don't have a man, we feel lesser, and society makes us feel lesser because we don't have a man.
You do all these women talking about I'm independent, I'm this, I'm that,
you know what?
I don't need a man.
You know what?
Ridiculousness.
A lot of women talk that, like I'm independent, I'm this and that, and I don't need a man.
And I don't know if they know or not, but we know that you're full of the nonsense. Like, really? Really, you don't?
You know what?
Not buying it, darling.
I absolutely agree. Because even like some of my girlfriends, like, I don't need a man, I'm independent, I'm this and that. And sometimes, like, for a man to need someone around, it might not be for sexual reasons, right? And it might not be for financial reasons. It might just be for companionship. Because I feel like nobody wants to be alone on a Friday night. Like, you want to have a friend, like, you know what I'm saying? They can come over, hang out, y'all can cook together, eat together.
What? That sounds
my goodness.
That sounds like a real relationship. That don't sound like something a man is gonna be thinking about. Let me just call, unless he's.
That's like a relationship.
Be careful what I say.
That's a relationship. Yes, please be careful.
If I call, if a man. Now, we're talking about a man's man. That's the only man that I can be speaking of now.
Right.
I have a woman come over and cook with me and companionship, and we can do that all through the night.
We're gonna cook all through the night?
Yeah, we're gonna get it warm, get it hot.
But okay, in saying that, so we're talking about relationships and then actually we got on another topic about people needing companionship and things like that. Okay, so what if you're in a relationship?
Okay.
And you're not being satisfied in the way you need to be, and that could be sexually, that could be mentally, that could be financially. And so what if you and your partner decide that, okay, so I'm not able to fulfill these needs for you, so I agree that you can go out and get these needs fulfilled, but only this particular need.
Now, I can't say that there's not a man that could agree with that, but I can't see no man, I hate to say real man, because all men are real, but if you a man. But, hey, if what you need ain't being satisfied, you don't have to deal with it.
You want to deal with it?
Yeah.
This is not the 70s.
You better read a book, come up with some ideas or something, because if you're gonna be here, then you're gonna be here.
Well, what if you decide that it's okay to be here, but it's okay to have other interests?
Okay, so I'm gonna take myself outside of myself.
Right. And you're looking at it from a male perspective also.
And try to think of how a man who would allow, because we're talking about a relationship, it's only sexually, it's nothing else.
For you, see, because that's how you think it. That's how you think. But
because there anything else you're gonna have to figure. Why would you even come? Why would you even ask? Why would you even want that if it's not about sex?
Well, okay, so what if you wanted somebody that...
You got girls for all that.
Oh, you got girlfriends for that.
You got girlfriends for everything else but the sexual part.
And I'm not sure if that's true.
Okay, what part could not a girl take care of?
Well, when you said a girlfriend, except for the...
You mean like a girl could take care of the sexual part?
Well, if you were into that.
Okay, so... I'm a bit of a chauvinist.
Yeah, very much.
And so, you know what, maybe I shouldn't even say it. But,
don't say it.
I don't think that what two women do is actual, what's the word? Actual sex.
Okay.
Can I say that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, that's not what they're doing. You need a man for that. So.
Okay. All right. So, and that's your opinion.
I'm stating a fact, but.
Oh, you're stating a fact.
Yes.
That's your opinion.
Yes, my fact.
So, but just okay. So let's just say you say that. So let's just say that women need something outside of, you know what I'm saying, the sexual relationship inside the marriage. Whether they need companionship, whether they need something that their husband's not providing for them or their significant other.
Okay, I'm confused on what's the other need besides sexual?
Well, you know what? Because I think because you're a man, and so you don't see the need that women need, just like companionship and compassion. But you see that. I can't say that you don't. I can't say that you don't see that because I feel like you encompass all of that in our relationship.
But I don't understand what a woman would. Okay, so okay. So if a woman needs something else, let's go to imaginary land and say it's more than sexual. Well, why stay?
Kids make you stay. finances make you stay. Like, you ain't met anybody else really that makes you stay.
I mean, but you can't really.
You're too old to leave. Like, why bother? Like you know what I'm saying? You want to get his pension.
That's right. You know what? Because women think long term.
Long term.
They think long term. We think
long term.
That's another thing, fellas. Your woman's thinking long term, really.
Yes.
She just really, if she can't hang in there, she got to go. But
we done been here this long. It ain't gonna last forever. He ain't gonna live forever.
Yeah. He a military man. He gone a lot.
That too.
Now, but that's a different thing. I think.
Or she's a military woman. Same. Well, because you think man, but same aspect.
Because
they're deployed.
Now that's a little bit. Now that coming up, I can kind of see how you might agree to that in that situation
because you're separated so often.
Yeah, because it's like if your mate is in jail, you want to stay with them, but I mean you can't realistically expect them just to be goody two shoes while you gone for.
But jail is a whole different thing than being at work.
Not being there is not being there.
I absolutely agree. You and I agree on that 100%.
But Stephanie, just there you go, because I work a lot. So, but you still, if you're still coming home at night, then you deal with it. But I'm talking about if you don't even get to see the person, touch the person, if they gone overseas like military or even another state or whatever, if they got to be gone for months and years, then I can kind of see two people coming to being like, just keep it out of my face, but and don't strap it up or whatever.
Well, that's important because you definitely don't want to bring anything home, especially if you guys have both decided that this is what's going to be. We don't need any I could
see people being in love and agreeing in that way. Yeah. Because the person's not physically there. Yeah. But other than that, me personally, I don't get it.
Okay.
Just bounce.
So we're gonna end this topic, open relationships. And this is myself and my co-host, Mr. Allen, Ty Allen. And remember to raise your reservations and to like and subscribe to Ebony Butterfly.